to reintroduce myself to the people, to talk about what we are doing in the field of education. I acknowledge you all and thank you all so much for coming. So at the Caroline Group, we are only focused on one thing, which is education. We are redefining education through training, through consultancy, through marketing, through recruitment, through travel, through philanthropy. We have been doing this for the past 10 years. And this is what has set the premise for our subsidiary companies. We currently have 6 subsidiary companies under the Caroline Group, namely the Porters International College, which is a 100% online college, which allows students to take up to 1-year diploma programs and then transfer abroad into the 3rd year of a university. Caroline University, which is a non-academic university. I created Caroline University to duplicate myself and to run master classes in different fields, bringing experts from all over the world to train people in 2-day master classes. I created International Boarding School Services, which is a 360 management company for boarding schools. What we do for them is that we introduce them to education stakeholders and we help them diversify their student portfolio. International University Services, I created that as well solely for universities, where I support them diversify their multicultural numbers. Mercy Heart Foundation, I'm very big on education, and over the past years, I've granted so many scholarships, I've granted so many laptops, I've granted wishes, all centering around education. I'm very proud to say that everything we do at Mercy Heart Foundation is solely funded by the Caroline Group. In October 2019, I made a decision to group all of my companies because it was getting a bit overwhelming. And in February 2020, I was able to finally complete all my paperwork, and Caroline Group came to stay. But for the past 10 years, we have been doing a lot of work in the field of education. We have traveled the world, Africa, Middle East, Southeast Asia, Europe, the Americas, making sure the schools all over the world, already established, newly established ones, are diversifying their multicultural numbers. What is my work in education? I'm an education consultant. My work is basically to help schools figure out how to diversify their multicultural numbers. So I'm the person that comes in to help them. I literally tell them what to do, how to establish themselves, how to have an international presence. I am more like the international strategist. I work with the leadership teams and I work with frontliners. And because I'm a big believer in education, diversity and inclusion and accessibility, I'm so focused on the fact that everyone, irrespective of their financial status, their race, their location, they are entitled to a world-class education. My work in education for the past 10 years has proven that. And I've been able to touch so many lives with the Mercy Heart Foundation. Everyday Travels and Tours, which is the subsidiary company, is a 360 travel management company. I've done this by offering travel management services in visa assistance, flights, hotels, tours across the world, mostly to my partners. But in 2021, I'll be opening up to the public to make sure that they take advantage of the travel services we have at the Caroline Group. I'm 28 years now. 10 years ago, when I was 18 years old, I had a dream. I wanted to become a medical doctor, and my parents couldn't afford to put me in school. And then I asked myself that how many more people are like me? I mean, no one deserves to give up their education dreams. Today, thank God, I've been put in the position to make education dreams come true. But I'll be retiring at 30 years old. I have 2 more years to retire. And before I retire, people ask me, what will I be doing? I'll be maintaining an advisory role in the Caroline Group, advisory roles in education associations across the globe. I will share my knowledge in education through podcasts, through books, through web series. And I'm going to train 100,000 education consultants across the globe. On my commitment to philanthropy, starting July, I'm redefining prison reform. I'll be going to the Nsawa Women's Prison and I'll be installing sanitary pad banks on site. and I'll be donating 1,000 sanitary pads every year. I'll be starting with the Nsawam prisons, and then I'll continue to all prisons across the globe. Amongst this is beauty items donations, food items, and then also I'll be paying fines for innocent women. I believe that everyone behind bars, there is someone that doesn't really deserve to be there because they can't pay their fines. So I'm very committed to paying the fines for these women, and then also making sure that they do not lack the basic items that makes us very unique as women. Also, I'll be launching the Caroline TV and radio, which is going to be strictly education. It's going to all be about education. I'm going to tackle students, I'm going to tackle agents, I'm going to tackle institutions, I'm going to tackle everything that is about education. I believe there's so much about education that a lot of people do not know. And I've been blessed enough to be able to work with all stakeholders in the education industry. I've been able to work with all kinds of levels, from admissions to student success to curriculums to everywhere. So I want to share that knowledge with people, and also to teach women that we can win together. I've created When Women Succeed Conference. My first meeting event comes up in August as well. And I'll be bringing powerhouses. I call them powerhouses, like Bella Mundi, Chichi Yakubu, Jimbole Kweku, Audrey Swatson, Ohima, and a host of others, just to empower the women. We are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are not going to be talking about accolades and achievements like every other women's conference. We are going to be tackling issues that are affecting women across the globe. We are going to be listening to them. We are going to that day address issues bothering each and every one of them, and I'm very much looking forward to it. During the fall, when schools resume, I'll be touring high schools in Ghana. I'll be donating computers, I'll be donating books, I'll be establishing clubs, I'll be paying tuition fees. I think it's going to be the first time that I am personally going to be on my high school tours. And the Caroline Group will resume their education tours across the globe. Due to the pandemic, we had to cancel our 16-state American tour. We had to cancel 32 African trips. We had to cancel so many tours across the globe. So hopefully when travel bans resume, we are going to get in on that and be able to reach all the students, universities and high schools across the globe. And I'm going to introduce opportunities available to them. And Caroline Group currently is in Ghana, we are in Nigeria, we are in Kenya, we are in UK, we are in USA, and I'm very proud to say that before I retire at 30 years old, we are going to be in Brazil, we are going to be in India, we are going to be in China, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and any other countries that need us to be there. And I want to state on record that I 100% own Caroline Group. I've never had a shareholder. I've never had a co-decision maker. I've had to be the sole decision maker of the Caroline Group. My board members are not Ghanaians. I happen to be the only Ghanaians on my board. The rest of them are located across the globe. So just so you are thinking if I have any shareholder anywhere, I 100% own all of my shares. And it's a very proud thing to say. The love and the support I've received from the public has been overwhelming. And I want to make a promise today that my work in education is going to spark fireworks across the globe, because I'm very committed to making sure that I put a lot of people in school. No one deserves to give up their education dreams. I'm very committed to making sure that all my partners across the globe are committed to making sure they're providing funding to African students, which is my main priority, and students located in over 146 countries. From now till I retire at 30, we are going to be seeing a lot more projects from me in the field of education. I'm going to be championing education, I'm going to be championing women. no discredit to any man, but I feel that a lot of women are mostly discredited, and I want to empower them to let them understand that they can also be in leadership positions. I'm super grateful for everyone being here and everyone listening on me and everyone that has supported me over the past years. I look forward to continuing my work. Thank you all for listening to me.